Hey, pues gente, aquí en estamos en el vicio de la semana, vicio número 25 y esta vez toca Stanley Parable. Sí, bueno, comencemos. Supone que está en español los subtítulos, si no iré traduciendo sobre la marcha. Ya sé que mi nivel de inglés no es que sea de Cambridge, pero por lo menos creo que podré decirlo. A ver, pulsa para saltar. Esta es la historia de un hombre llamado Stanley. A ver.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Entonces, compañero de
What
trabajo
could it
había
mean?
desaparecido.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Voy a ver la sala de reuniones. A ver. Es un poco rayada el juego, pero bueno.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Izquierda,
This was
nada,
not
paso.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, no quiero.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Se empieza como a cabrear el narrador porque no le vamos a hacer caso, porque no le quiero hacer caso. Así que sigamos con lo nuestro.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Yo no soy tu enemigo, de veras, no lo soy. Entiendo que invertir tu confianza en alguien más puede ser difícil, pero el hecho eso ha sido sobre nada más que tú todo este tiempo. Hay alguien a quien has estado rechazando, Stanley. Alguien de quien te has olvidado, por favor. Deja de intentar tomar toda decisión tú solo. Mira, estoy viéndolo para mí, me refiero a ella.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Sí puedo.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. Definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
No.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How have I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Vale. Dice, aquí tenemos en este escenario a un hombre.
Excellent.
A ver.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Vale, os lo traduzco rápido. Tenemos en este escenario a un hombre. Lleva años trabajando en lo que sea la equality, es igualdad, que sea todo igualitario. Y se le está dando un cigarro a un niño y después lo quema vivo. Es como, porque sí. Dice que haciendo una buena elección puedes ser igualitario, por así decirlo, y siendo una mala puedes hacerle daño a otros. Es como si estuvieses hablando con alguien que no habla con sentido, no es una persona. Siendo muy súper resumido es eso.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
Dice, muchos médicos profesionales recomiendan que hagas 8 elecciones al día. ¿Haces 8 o menos?
Less.
Más,
And
perdón.
finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices
Perdón por hablarlo tanto, pero es para poder traducirlo. Dice, y finalmente, y si piensas que tus elecciones son son como gratificantes, whether you'll make. Entonces estás haciendo un aporte significativo al mundo.
meaningful, and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in
Solo
the
recuerda,
vast infiniteness of space,
hay un
your
montón de
thoughts
espacio.
and problems are materially
Vale.
insignificant.
En el vasto espacio, es decir, en el vasto infinito espacio, y si dice, tus problemas e inseguridades son materialmente insignificantes. Así que debes sentirte como enano.
At this
pequeño.
time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
No veas, qué ganas de matar. Básicamente, hostia.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Joder, no se puede hacer nada. Venga, vale, a ver. Y ahora te obligan, Encima de que nos pegan un muermazo, Dios mío. Bueno, ahora hay vallas, todo más seguro. Esto más... a ver, ahora que sabemos que tu decisión es significativa, no podemos dejarte caer a la plataforma y morir. Mira que el personaje principal muriendo sin sentido en la mitad de la historia. Esa historia no tendría sentido absoluto. Prefiero no leerlo porque si no se va a rayar mucho el audio. Si puedo traducir traduzco, si no, mejor que leáis. Una tarjeta. Cabrones, es que te lo cierran todo. Para que no puedas. Te desactivan el ascensor. Bueno, el ascensor a la plataforma para que no puedas moverte. De aquí, es decir, tienes que estar haciendo eso. Si tienes que estar haciendo lo que te han dicho ordenado. Bueno, a ver. Vamos a hacer que se raye más el narrador. Es decir, ahora cuando vea una contradicción la voy a coger. A ver. Vuelve a cerrarse.
Almost there.
Sí.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No. Es que te obliga. Te obliga. Qué putada. Tiene que haber algo, tiene que haber algo.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, mirá, se está bugueando. ¡Qué guay! Tío, se ha bugueado un montón. A ver. Que no quiero. Yo quiero ir por aquí. Este es mi camino. Nada, es decir, te obliga. Porque se ha bugueado. Vale. Hagamos el caso.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
No way.
Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
No.
I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
No. ¿Qué? Ha apagado el juego. Está... Oh, esto está mucho peor ahora.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
Oh, yeah.
My entire game is destroyed.
Oops.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Que no quiero ser
He
como
actually
Stanley.
knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Es un niño.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Me
left.
estoy rayando. Venga, izquierda. Venga. A ver.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, tío, quiero saltar. No puedo saltar, no puedo hacer nada. Hostia. Qué cabrones. Joder. ¿Qué? No me gusta cuando
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
¿Qué? No.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver.
No tiene voz, así que el narrador hace como que eres tú el que habla encima, será cabrón.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
No deja hacer nada.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
¿Qué?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hostia, qué rayada.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Ah, y ahora como que no nos han dejado manejarle.
I need you to make a choice.
Ten, anda ya.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
No jodas.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
No lo puedo creer.
Without you. Do you understand me?
Sé que hay un montón de cosas más, pero...
They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Hostia, se pone triste y todo,
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Pues ese ha sido uno de los primeros finales. Voy a intentar ir corriendo. Sí, porque esto se me va a reiniciar. Vale. Vamos a ir corriendo.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Vamos a quedarnos parados. Aunque sea un minuto, es decir, voy a ir contando.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
El juego pinta bien porque hay un montón de maneras de hacer que se enfade contigo, como haciéndole un poco de caso y yéndote por otro camino, saltando a otro lado. Si yo lo que quiero ver es si reacciona al estar quietos, como ha hecho al final del juego. Cosa que he visto rara, porque estamos desde fuera viéndolo todo en retrospectiva, pero bueno. Nada, ¿no? Pues derecha.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Vamos a ir rápido, no nos vamos a quedar en las
salas. Perhaps he wanted to
salas.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, por aquí.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
¿Veis esa puerta? Si está abierto, es lo que quiero...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Give me a chance. Creo que en americano dice como chance, no chance, sino chance, como con la E, con la. Mola.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Mira.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Por la puerta roja. Me gusta el rojo, pero no sé, últimamente me veo más azul.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh.
You see? There's nothing here.
Nada?
I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into it?
La pena.
Because I did.
Mucho.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Venga. Why?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Es decir, le podemos dar del 1 al 5. Es decir, el 1 es lo más bajo.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Yeah.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
3 puertas y de Stanley para Worldwide Leaderboard. Si he añadido esto en lo que hay tiempos. Ah, las puertas que están siendo abiertas como, por así decirlo, en otros mundos o otros Stanleys, ¿no? Did you know? ¿Sabes que el 21,3% de los jugadores se salta la secuencia de inicio? Ah, y Stanley lleva 7 horas. Ah, guay. Hay 3 puertas y está esa, así que vamos a hacer derecha y a ver si nos deja una alternativa.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Y te carga.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Vale. Arde.
You heartless bastard.
De corazón bastardo,
you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ay, te carga otro juego. A ver, un shooter o algo así.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
¿Dónde?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
What the fuck?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
Déjame entrar.
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Lo que no me gusta es cuando te dan solo un camino. Pero bueno.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Reconstruirlo con diamantes.
Everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
En serio, decir, estamos jugando Minecraft. No me gusta Minecraft. Hace años, hace casi un año por ahí que no...
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Bueno, venga, mejor. A ver qué nos ponen ahora. A ver. Pantalla negra. Portal.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
No me lo creo, Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Esto es de los primeros niveles.
Genius.
Nah, en cuanto cambie al siguiente ya nos vamos...
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any...
Creía que se me dio un hostia por ahí. Vale, Hostias. No veo el suelo. Ahora sí. Nada. Nada, no habla, no dice nada. A ver si vuelve a hablar el cabrón. A ver. Hemos estado en esta sala que es el centro, donde pasan todos los caminos. Vamos a intentar ir entonces hacia el otro lado. Por aquí. Luz, venga. No lo he dado encendido. Hostia, eso era un cerebro. No. Joder, tenía pinta, lo siento. A ver. Empieza a haber luz. Y un ordenador. Venga, habla. Nada. Esto es muy raro, es decir, para mí...
I wonder what he found.
Me pregunto qué encontró.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Oh.
I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Oh.
I can wait.
Ya. Vamos a dejarlo aquí. Media orilla, está bien. Bueno, espero que haya gustado el juego. Yo no esperaba que fuese tan random, porque yo cuando vi en los otros vídeos pasaban otras cosas distintas. Siempre he elegido el cabrearle mucho, el decir no directamente. No voy a seguir una senda. Sí, bueno, muchas gracias por ver este vídeo. Le doy un 7,5. 7. Le doy un 7 a este juego sobre ella, así que os lo recomiendo, está divertido. Sí, bueno, muchas gracias por el vídeo y hasta ahora.